What's up everyone, Hyper here, and today I will be talking about the two-piece set that drops from Court of Stars and Arcway. Now, if you didn't know, this is a chest and shoulder piece, both of which have crit haste, which is already great for Frost Decay, and on top of it they have a chance to proc 3.3k versatility for 15 seconds. I've seen quite a bit of conversation about this in Discord, and I've gotten some messages about it as well, and I thought it was worth making a short video really talking about, is it worth going out and spending hours and hours just to try and get these two pieces? As with pretty much everything in WoW, I make sure to sim everything first before going out and farming it, just because I might be wasting hours and hours when I could have just solved it in 5 minutes of simming. Now you can see my sim breakdown here on the screen. I am using a 960 tier chest, 960 shoulders, and 980 helm, which the helm and the shoulders are off pieces. So you can tell that I'm already using high eye level items. So if I went out and got the baseline mythic, which I only do pretty much 15s and above, so that would be 940 for me, I would drop 20 eye levels on my shoulder and potentially 40 eye level on my helm, along with 20 more on my chest. That is not worth it. For me to even be worth considering, I would need to get at least equivalent eye level items. And even that would only be a 30k DPS increase, which is not significant when you're doing 2 million DPS. On the other hand, if you are in the position where your items are 930 or 940 eye level, maybe even lower, you're on an alt character, then yes, absolutely, this would be a pretty big DPS increase for you, just from the eye level alone. The proc that the two-piece provides is a very minor DPS increase overall. Along the same conversation, I think it's worth mentioning the Signet of Melandrus, which is the ring which drops out of Court of Stars, that increases our auto attack damage by 10%. I've seen this way overhyped on Discord and on forums, and it being mentioned as a must-have as a Frost Decay. It is not, absolutely not, a must-have. I am using 945 rings, which are my lowest eye level pieces of my gear, and their stats are not exactly ideal. One of my rings is Crit Mastery, which for me is pretty bad because I am low on haste. So just the fact that this ring has crit haste would be an upgrade for me, along with any other ring out there that is crit haste. The 10% auto attack damage is not that big of a difference if you have ideal rings. So if you were to replace a crit haste ring with this crit haste ring that boosts your auto attack damage, it would probably be worth around 10 eye levels. So you would use a 950 Signet over a 960 regular ring. For me, this difference is 20 eye levels just because of how my rings are and the stats on them. Also, we run into the situation again where plus 15, which is about the keys that I do plus 15 and above, drops 940 gear. Now, I do Mythic and Taurus and Heroic every week, which both drop baseline higher eye level than that. So the likelihood of me getting a 10 eye levels higher ring out of raiding is way higher than me going into a Mythic Plus and getting a 960 Signet, for example. If you have the time and you actually get this ring at a high eye level, then that's great, probably equip it. But the bottom line is that you should definitely sim both the ring and the two-piece before going out and spending hours and hours of farming. Thanks for watching the video, and if you found it useful, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. And if someone out there tells you that the ring or the two-piece is OP, then tell them to go sim themselves. I'll see you on the next video.